Now there may be a situation where you have some VMs and you want to go ahead and clone those VMs. So when we are cloning, we are basically creating a new virtual machine with the same existing virtual machine hardware, the installed software configuration, and some of the other properties. The good thing about the cloning, the virtual machine can be in the powered on state, powered off state, or it could be in the suspended state, and we can go ahead and create a clone of the virtual machine. Another good thing about the cloning, during the cloning, we also have the flexibility to specify our customization specification. That means even though we went ahead and did a clone of an existing machine, but if you still want to do some kind of a customization, we can go ahead and do that. So let's see how do you really create a clone of a virtual machine. So simply right click on a VM that you want to create a clone, and on the right hand side of the menu there is an option that says clone. So within the clone there are a couple options that are being presented. Clone to a virtual machine. If you want to create another virtual machine from this virtual machine using the clone, you can go ahead and select that. Clone to a template. If you want to create a clone of this virtual machine into a template, you can go ahead and do that. Third option is clone to template in library. We want to create a template, and at the same time we can go ahead and save that inside our content library. If that's what you need, you can go ahead and select the third option. So in this case, we will just go ahead and clone to a virtual machine, and now we'll run through the cloning wizard. So go ahead and simply specify the name of the virtual machine that you want to create. So in this case, I will go ahead and say virtual VM4 clone, and the location where we want to store this one. So let's move this inside dev VM. Now simply go ahead and select. Now you're being asked to specify a compute resource. Let's say in this case I want to have this to be on 45, so simply go ahead and click next. Now we are being asked to, okay, hey, specify the format for your storage. Where do you want to store the this VM? So I'll change that again to the thin provision, and in this case I'll go ahead and select LUN1 as my data store. Everything looks good. Now simply go ahead and hit next here, and on this page again, if you want to go ahead and customize, you can go ahead and do that. If you're not looking for any customization, just a backup copy, you can go ahead and simply not to pick any customization. Let's go ahead and do a customization. Now go ahead and hit next. Here we are being shown the list of our customization specification profiles. Go ahead and select our earlier created spec file or specification my spec. Simply go ahead and hit next. Go through the review. Everything looks good. Just simply go ahead and finish. So right now you can see the VM4 is powered on, and while it's being powered on, we are able to successfully create a clone of the virtual machine. And as you can see, the clone just appeared into our VM list, and it's a VM-clone4. Right now it's 40%. So this could take a couple seconds, and once that is done, you will have your clone VM. And because we had a customization specification applied, we will be able to configure some of the things. So that'll be all for this lab. Hopefully you found this lab to be useful. Definitely go through some of these hands-on exercise to get some experience.